Hi, hello, and welcome to the Energy of the Week. My name is Winona. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? And how was last week? So, I am reporting a little bit late today. So, we might do things a little bit differently, and that might just be the energy of being in a Mercury pre shadow period slash Uranus and Venus, I believe, are going to be in Gemini this week. So, let's see. This energy reading will be for the week of today, June 30th to July 6th, which is wild because we are now entering July, the seventh month of the year. And also, happy birthday to all my fellow Cancer babies, all my fellow Cancer sun babies. It is an emotional time in both good and maybe not so positive ways. But I'm here for you. So let's get into this reading, and I might mix it up. So you may not know what to expect, kind of like Uranus. So, all right, let's get into it. Also, just shout out that I found my favorite deck of cards, my favorite tarot deck. It's the Modern Witch Tarot. It was my very first tarot deck, and that I immediately gravitated towards. And you can see I've had it for a while. It's like very greenish yellow on the sides from how much I've used it. And yeah, I'm just happy about finding this deck. Let's get into it. All right, so beginning, core of the week. The core of the week. So, the core of the week is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. So, we are pouring out into something. Both messages. Six of Wands. Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. All right, so two different sides to this coin. So Ace of Cups, pouring out into something, pouring yourself into something creatively, emotionally, getting super involved in something that you pour into and it pours back into you. So feeling so fulfilled by taking action on something, and also being given an opportunity, being given something that that you want to dive into. It's almost like this something that feels like juicy, like an activity or hobby or even a career or a person that comes into your life that you're like, I really want to give myself to this thing. I really am excited and passionate about growing and adding to this thing. I want to be part of it. And that's what I'm really feeling for that side of it. And the other part is um you may have accomplished something that you've been with the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're getting recognition. And there it kind of gives this feeling of you've it's like Seven of Pentacles, like you've been seven to the nine. So like you've been growing in something, you've been pouring yourself and working towards something, and now you're finally getting recognition for something that you've been aligned with. But you've poured yourself out into it. It's like almost like you've given everything. You've exerted yourself. The image I'm getting is like a runner, like you've hit the finish line and now you're getting recognition for something that you have spent like a lifetime. You spent so much energy putting into it that people are finally only now seeing how much of an expert you are, how much of the word they're giving is like a savage, like you're a savage in that field. You're savage in that thing that you are passionate about, and it shows. Okay. All right. So let's get into the rest of the week. Okay, so I put all the cards for the whole week in one go. So we have Temperance on the bottom of the deck. So this is that long-term vision, that desire for balance. Like, how will things work out? How do you want to mix the energies? There is a certain kind of alchemy that is happening in this week. And so for our first card, we have justice. We have justice, so this is balance. And Libra. Libra is coming in. Libra. Desire for diplomacy. Diplomacy, balance. There is a need to get things together, but in a really serious way, in a really like adult, like we have to get this things in order. I'm seeing somebody like clearing out, like dusting out like a room, and just clearing the energy to make way for a more equitable relationship. And in the middle of the week, we have the Six of Wands in reverse, which is so interesting because we have the core being the Six of Wands upright. So I find that really interesting as to why. It's almost giving like this feeling of somebody trying to tear you down, or somebody that's trying to say like, hey, like this person isn't as great as they say they are. I'm getting kind of a catty energy of like someone trying to knock you down a peg. And the last two cards for the week are the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, which kind of is giving like a split. Like there may be some people who are experiencing a split between in a relationship. Like people is like two different energies, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. These are two different energies. Knight of Pentacles is very slow and steady. Knight of Wands is so much more like, I'm not gonna think about it too much. I'm just gonna take the action and see what happens. And so there could be this this isn't a word. This is not a word, but it's like the word that's coming through is splitation. The made up word that's coming through is splitation. And it's like, yeah, there's like this, like you couldn't make amends, is what I'm hearing. Like there is this thing that there is no way to make amends. There's just two different energies here. And there's a division, a dissolution is the word, a dissolution of some kind of relationship that is coming in. Right. I just feel like a lot of my these readings lately have been feeling so like political in a way. Like it's more about like the news, about what's going on a grander scale. But within what I'm getting is for us on a personal level, it kind of feels very like at work. At work, somebody doesn't at work or in like general like relationships, there's like a need for balance, a call for some kind of compromises that need to be made. And if their compromise cannot be made, then there is a splitation. There is a dissolution. Like the imbalance, and also like what I'm here is like the disrespect that is coming in. Whew. Mm. The disrespect, and like the Ace of Cups in reverse kind of also gives like, in this scenario, in this context, is like wanting to figure out where to pour that energy into now. If it doesn't feel good, where does it feel good to pour my energy into? And kind of like taking away your cup from something or somebody or a situation, and being like, well, that didn't feel good. And so now I'm going to go elsewhere. I am a knight. I'm going to take another path, another journey away from this very opposite energy. And for advice for the week, very quick. Ooh. Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This is kind of like a wish come true, which is really interesting. Like spirits like saying like this rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. And look at this. You have the Seven of Swords and you have the Ace of Swords. The Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords. The straw that broke the camel's back. The straw that broke the camel's back. Seven of Swords is the energy of take what you can carry. Take only what you can carry, and getting away. and how rejection is protection. Getting away from the something that wasn't giving to you. This is something that you are lucky to escape from, is what I'm hearing. This is something that it's like you get away before the building collapses. It's like you stepped away, like you felt like the ground was shaky, and you knew that it wasn't gonna last. You knew that it wasn't gonna last, and you just had a feeling. No one told you, but you had a feeling. And so strategically, you took yourself out of the situation that didn't work for you. And now this has opened up the doorway. And so by stepping away from a situation that wasn't serving you, you are offered another opportunity to speak your voice, another opportunity for your an idea that you've had. There's something that you may have been wanting to manifest and create. And now, because you've left a situation that wasn't right, wasn't aligned, you now have the opportunity to act on that idea and act on that vision. Okay, so that is it. That is the energy of the week. Thank you. Thank you for being here and sharing the sacred space and time with me. Thank you, Spirit, as always. Thank you, the Divine. And I hope this message supported you in some way. So I will see you next week. Thank you for being here again. Love you. Ciao.